On this Memorial Day, we honor and remember our heroes who have protected our freedom.
The men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom and making it back home while fighting for our country. Now, Wink News reporter Tiffany Rizzo is live at the Brotherhood of Heroes Resource Center and Museum in Cape Coral. And Tiffany, you spoke with a local vet about what Memorial Day means for them.
Annette, Memorial Day is known as the unofficial start to summer. So that means today a lot of people will be going to the beach, barbecuing in their backyards, or taking advantage of the Memorial Day sales. But to the families who lost their loved ones while they were serving our country, today will always mean sacrifice. So many Americans have gone over there to fight. So many never made it home. That's why Memorial Day matters so much to Mick Sheldrake.
A celebration of the brave men and women who served our country, who gave that last full measure and didn't return.
A pain and a pride Gold Star families live with every day.
For them, if you really think about this day, this is one of the hardest days of the year.
Mick served in the Navy for 20 years. I asked him what the community can do to honor the fallen.
Take that couple moments when you're with all your friends and your family to remember what this really is about. It's not a commercial holiday. It's not a reason to go buy a car. It's about those who aren't with us anymore. That's really what needs to be remembered, and we need to make sure we pass that down from generation to generation.
And one way we can do that is by reflecting on our history. So I took a trip to the Brotherhood of Heroes Resource Center and Museum in Cape Coral. There was reminders everywhere. Take, for example, the missing man table.
This table represents those who didn't come back. From the red rose that is the pure and love of one's country to go off and represent that country. The salt on the plate represents the dried tears from the family who realizes you'll never come back, or the glass that's turned upside down that means they can never partake and drink with you again. The lemon represents the bitterness of and loneliness of them not being with you. Even the white tablecloth has representation as the purity of heart for them to want to go out to serve on behalf of not just themselves and their family, but the entire country. Normally the candle's lit as part of this to know that the flame of the enduring love of your country is there also. That's what this table represents.
Mick walked me through the museum to learn more. I couldn't help but notice the representation of the Burnside Bridge.
During the Battle of Sharpsburg, or what's considered the Battle of Antietam, there were Union soldiers on the far side, there were Confederate soldiers on the near side, and that river ran red with their blood. They fought back and forth across this bridge. This day, September 17th, 1862, in our American history is still the bloodiest day. It is the more people killed or wounded in action, more Americans killed or wounded in action than any day in our history, still to this day.
The first national observance of Memorial Day occurred on May 30th, 1868. It was then known as Decoration Day, proclaimed to honor the Union soldiers who died in the Civil War. In time, and as Americans fought and died in more wars, the holiday came to honor all Americans who died in uniform. In 1971, Congress made Memorial Day a federal holiday to fall on the last Monday in May. General George Patton said, "It is foolish and wrong to mourn the men who died. Rather, we should thank God that such men lived." Brotherhood of Heroes will do exactly that at the museum starting at 11 a.m. The event is free, as is walking through the museum, but they do appreciate donations. Reporting live in Cape Coral, Tiffany Rizzo, Wink News.